So the next question for you on the random number generator was sorry, didn't even happen. Question 5. Question 5. So the answers here: Sean O'Hara, your answer was Eric Cantona. Griffin's answer was John Terry. Sean's answer was Alan Shearer, and Tosh also went for Eric Cantona. And the question was, who is the most overrated Premier League captain of all time? Sean O'Hara, you are first.
Okay. I've gone Eric Cantona mainly due to the fact obviously we didn't see much of Cantona, and I believe the aura and like the myth of Cantona, based on the fact I didn't see it, sometimes I find it hard to believe. I don't know how good he was. People put him up there as like, and I'll go on to being captain in a minute, but I just think, yeah, people put him up there on like a huge pedestal. Haven't looked into it. He was captain at United for a year, and at the end of that year, he karate kicked the fan. Like, don't get me wrong, he was instrumental, and he was like, apparently he was unbelievable, like in the changing rooms, and kind of like an unbelievable man to have in your squad. But as a captain, that's not captain material. If you were going to do it, you'd do it for longer. He's bigged up by all these ex-United players as like a god, and I just don't believe he is. I feel like he's massively overrated in lots of ways.
Sorry, I was drinking. Sean Cunningham.
I went for Alan Shearer. Not so much the footy side, because obviously he's undoubtable quality. More just the fact that he's the world's biggest knobhead, and I can't ever imagine having him as a captain and respecting him. So I think that is pretty much all why I went Alan Shearer. But I suppose I'm due to the fact that he's seen as this a shining beacon of captaincy and staying proud to your club and all that. But I just think for one, I think it was weak that he stayed there. I'm not one of them who respect people. Just like people are saying, Trent should have stayed at one club. I'm sure he thought, go play for Real Madrid. So yeah, I don't respect him as a man. I don't respect him as a captain. Alan Shearer.
Tosh.
I don't know if that puts me in the clear if both of us have got the same answer. So Sean's argument was a bit of what I was thinking. I was going down the lines of, again, that same sort of thing where I was going down Premier League winners. So I don't know whether I misread the question, or maybe that was my question. I don't know.
Question, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, maybe not. But anyway, I was going down Cantona for the same reasons. That I just think there's that same group of United people that are obviously on the overlap. That they're telling you how great everything was, how great Alex Ferguson was, how great Eric Cantona was. And a bit like what Sean says, where like my problem with Alex Ferguson and Eric Cantona, they did not very little in Europe. He also did very little for France. I know it's a separate argument, but that idea of that he was captain of France when they weren't particularly good just before they won the World Cup. So I've always just had that thing in my head. Was he actually that good, or was it just everyone in the media, Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, just tell you he was that good? So that would be my argument.
Griffin?
Yeah, mine is very similar to what Sean Cunningham said in terms of the person. I think he is one of the worst human beings ever. You know, he slept with his teammate's wife. I also think that the fact, well, not lucky, I suppose, because I don't think any Premier League footballer is lucky, but the fact that he was in a team under Mourinho with the players that he played with, checked behind him for so many years. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I think John Terry is a brilliant footballer, but one of the worst human beings of all time.
Any
Wasn't
questions
the question, was
for
it?
each other?
See, it's tough. See, originally I thought Griffin just because you both on Cantona, but he did have sex with his left back's wife. That's a pretty bad captain, isn't it? But then when you think about it, to me, he's like the stereotypical good captain, isn't it? I know without the way that it's stuff. But
I disagree with that because we had a typical good captain, and he's not the same type of player as him.
Yeah, my argument would be that obviously we're thinking, going on the logic of the other ones, the question is going to be who's the best captain. And I think John Terry would be that person that you would pick. However, I do think Griffin would obviously go for Steven Gerrard as my worry for that one. But I don't think how you could say John Terry is the worst captain. I just he's just. I think
it wasn't worse. The question wasn't worse. It was overrated.
I can't remember the questions. There's no. He's just not the most overrated though, is he? That like.
He did.
I just struggle to see that. But I reckon if most people put Premier League captains now, I reckon most people would have him top 3. Easily.
I think I would too.
The question is overrated, isn't it?
I'm going to just
can still be good.
I'm going to bite back a little bit because if the question was obviously, overrated captain, or Tosh is saying the opposite, what would be the best captain? To answer Alan Shearer to that, I think is bizarre. I mean, nothing wrong, a great striker, but as a leader, a captain, or, you're saying, would John Terry be the best captain? I can see what you mean by that. But Alan Shearer.
Now, all you've done there is gone for the lad who didn't pick the same one as the other two. It's a good tactic.
Well, it's Sean, you come for me, son. I smell blood, lad, and I'm biting back. That's it.
Well, I will say, number one, Griffin, when your argument about Shearer does not support Sean's case. But I can make out what you're saying. Do you think Sean? Do you think Shearer is overrated or not?
Well, I think the question that Sean's been asked is, what's the best captain?
No chance. There's no way you'd say Shearer.
Alan
Shearer. He absolutely hates him.
Why would he be in it?
Because
why would he be the best captain? He's not won a single thing. He's not.
He never won anything.
You fucked it, Griffin. You fucked it.
Yeah, I think I've actually just ruined it for myself.
I also think Griffin's whole demeanour changed in this question. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I have. What you can't smell as well. If I actually stink here, I'm sweating so much. So, yeah, I'd like to nominate Shardy.
So we'll be voting.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah.
Sean O'Hara.
It's Griffin.
Sean Cunningham.
It's Griffin.
Tosh.
Yeah, I think it has to be Griffin.
Yeah.
It is, mate. There's no point in nominating someone else. I actually thought I was doing right then, and then I paused.
Yeah, okay, sure, yeah.
You absolutely went the right route by saying he slept at Wayne Bridges.
Sean Cunningham, I'm sorry, lad.
Sean thought Alan Shearer was the best captain.
You nearly had me turning as well. You nearly had me turning before you attacked me. You nearly had me.
Pathetic. That is so poor on my part.
Actually, I think my two worst arguments have been with the ones where I was actually telling the truth. Like, I mean, La Liga one where I was like, it's hard this.
Yeah, because I thought you'd attack both of them more because, like you said, Cantona is viewed as like an unbelievable captain by most United fans, and he was
nearly picked him. I nearly picked him for the same reason as that. He's not really because of overrated as a player, just because he doesn't seem to me like a captain material. He's a bit of a knob, isn't he? So like, I can't see him setting a good example for the kids or whatever. But they all chat like he does. But I nearly picked him. But then Alan Shearer was bringing
on. All three of us would have had him. Just Griffin.
Yeah.
You bloody pick Alan Shearer.
Okay, so the scores after 3 rounds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but tied in third place is Griffin and Tosh on 1 point.
I've got 2.
Have you?
Didn't I say yourself? Did we not get the point for that?
No, we don't get a point for that.
Well, you need to specify the rules clear at the start.
In second place is Sean Cunningham with 3 points. In the lead is Sean O'Hara with 4 points.
Fair play.
Okay. So the next question is going to be question 6. So the answers here: Sean O'Hara said 10, Griffin said 8, Sean Cunningham said 5, Tosh said 3. And the question was, what shirt number is the best in a starting 11?
3. You're joking, aren't you? You can't pick that one.
Isn't his favourite number 14? No.
Gosh, if you convince anybody that you're not the imposter in this one, I'll give you £1 million. That's the game. You gain £1 million drop. There's no way. Before we do the arguments, I'm going to nominate Tosh, and I'll actually leave the
room. Anyway, Sean Cunningham, you're first with number 5.
Yeah, 5. I actually thought would be quite controversial, to be honest, but then again 3. But it's 5. Just the number that I always pick when I play footy. It's what I always wanted to be. It's 5 to me is like the centre half at the back that you depend on, and it's also Zidane and players like that. So 5's my go-to number.
Five's second best after 3. As anyone who's watched me will know that I always start my game on Paolo Maldini. So I always just thought that's the number, isn't it? He's just defined by that number. Paolo Maldini, number 3. I'd have thought you'd have gone for that as well, Sean, being a sort of wonderful left-footed full-back / centre-half. So you've actually done me over there, really, because I think we both should have had 3.
Sorry, I wore 5, not 3, so I can't...
I actually don't remember you wearing 5 that often. Did you not wear 3? Oh, yeah, you did towards the end.
I don't remember me fucking playing. I was stood next to you every game.
Yep, well, there's my argument. I just can't see how you'll vote for me after that one.
Hey, Griffin.
Just my argument is just it's number 8 is better than 3, and that's all I've got to say on that one. I'll just leave it at that.
Sure, I'd like to stand on.
I've got number 10. Obviously, if we're basing this on numbers you wore, it would never be me, which is the reason I picked it. I think your number 10 is always your best player to play. It's the player people go to watch, isn't it? Like that, he's the best footballer in your team and the player everyone wants to be. So that's why.
How far away, then?
Any questions?
Yeah, I want to know what's
giving me points.
Sean Cunningham. You already said 5, right?
Yeah.
Any questions for Tosh and Griffin and Sean?
I've got a question for Tosh. You feeling all right?
Yeah. The mad thing is, I can't even remember what question I answered. So, I'm trying to think which one. So,
if it was the worst squad number after you saying, isn't that the number that you wore your whole career? That's I feel pretty hard number there, to be honest. But thank you for that.
I don't think so. That was right.
Pick a number that like Sean O'Hara would suit.
In South America, when they first started the forming like the squad numbers, the way like we've got 4 and 5 as centre halves or 5 and 6, whatever it is. In South America, it was actually 2 and 3. So I always thought I play a bit like a South American. So
good point.
And what's that?
You've got that South American bite, haven't you?
Exactly. Bit of snarkiness, bit of flair.
And he loves fajitas.
That argument, really.
That's not South American, you racist.
Mexico.
Central America.
Thought it was South America.
You thought wrong. Oh, it must be him. Look at that. He doesn't even know his continent. He doesn't know his continent. Honestly, I've just given you some information about South American number heritage.
Yeah. 8 legs, 6 legs. 8 legs, 6 legs. Anyway, let's get voting because it's defo Tosh.
Yeah. Right.
We're all good. I think we're all in, yeah.
Everyone going for Tosh?
Yep.
Sorry, Tosh. I've done you a little bit dirty there. I thought
stitch up that.
Yeah, well, I thought because he wears 14 and he idolises 14, so I thought he would have like a number like that. But it is Tosh. His question was how many Ballon d'Ors will Lamine Yamal win in his career? To end up with 3.
If only it's
hard to argue.
John, have they gone like a bit more outrageous? You might have got up to like a 7 or something. You could definitely have made an argument for a 7.
Number 1 would have been incredible to see you defend. Number 1 would have been great.
Yeah.